Hi everyone, this is Mr. Hoffman, and today we're going to be talking about the notes of the Treble Clef staff, which is, if you remember from our lesson from earlier in the week, what we did was we looked at the 5-line staff, and that staff has 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. And and what we're going to do is we're now going to start putting notes on it, and we're going to start giving those notes names. So you'll see here on my screen, and I'm just going to circle this using my drawing tools here. You'll see that there's this symbol at the beginning of the 5-line staff, and then there are all these notes along the way that go up and down the staff. I'm just going to go ahead and undo those last little markings that I made. But you can see there's all these notes going all the way up the staff, and they all have names. Well, this clef lets us know what names we're working with on which lines. And in this clef, the treble clef, which is the only one that you need to know for now, these are the note names. So you'll see we'll start with this one here. And this one is E. And if we keep going up, next in the alphabet is F. And of course, after F in the alphabet is G. And after G, we're going to go back to A. This is one of those kind of weird music things that happens, but it's a thing. So let's trust each other on it. And after A, of course, comes B, and then C, and then D, and then E. Again, notice we've gone back and we now have a second E. And then we go up from that, we'll have F. And if you remember from earlier in the week, that video talked about ledger lines. So those notes that are above or below the staff. This note here, we're going to call that D because it's right before E. And we're going to say that's a space note. And then this note below that, of course, before D in the alphabet comes C. And this is a line note because, as you can see, it has that line going through it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and circle all the line notes in green. No, how about in orange? All the line notes in orange. You notice that it's every other note. It's line note, skip one, line note, skip one, line note, skip one. And now I'm going to circle all of these space notes in blue. And if we separate those out and we ignore the ones that are on ledger lines or above or below the staff, what we get, everyone, and unfortunately I can't keep those circles, but what we get is Mr. Hoffman having technical difficulties. Just kidding. What we get are these notes on the lines, E, G, B, D, F, and these notes in the spaces, F, A, C, E. And you might notice that that spells out a familiar word, face. And if you were to put these notes together and then put them in order, they would look like this. And of course, these would not be there, and these would not be there. But if you take these notes on the lines and the notes in the spaces, put them together, sort them in order, and then you have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, in our assignment, we're not going to have to worry about these ones up here. In our assignment, we're only going to have to worry about C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So these ones right here, these are the only ones that you're going to have to know. In addition to knowing those, you're going to have to come up with your own phrase for the notes of the treble staff. So let's pull this up. Let's show you your assignment. It's going to be here. Of course, it's going to have your name on it like it usually does. You'll put your name here just in case Mr. Hoffman forgets. Almost typed my real name there. And first, you're going to come up with some examples of treble clef phrases. I got one started for you. This one is every good burger deserves fries, EGBDF for the line notes. I'll just make that a little bit bigger so it's a little bit easier to see. And then for the space notes, you're going to come up with a phrase for FACE, just like that. And mine was friends always care for everyone. And you are going to come up with your own on this next slide, slide number 3. Then you're going to become a secret agent, and you're going to use this information of line and space notes to break this code. Now I've done some examples for you, but let's show you how I do it. So we know that this one right here, is going to be DAD. And we know that because I've put that there, but let's show how I got that. So I'm going to look at my line and space notes. And I'm just going to zoom out just a hair. There we go. And I know I'm looking for this note. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 lines up, and I can see that that is D. So I can write D. Now I'm looking at this next note. This is the second line, or the second space, rather. And I'm going to go over here to my FACE, and I see FA. That's my second space. So I'm going to go ahead and write A, if I can figure out how to type. And then for this next one, I can see that it's the same as the first one, but in case I want to check again, I see that it's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines up. And I go, every good burger deserves 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see that that is D. So I can type DAD. Now I've done a few more for you just to give you some more examples. So you can use that to figure out the rest if you like, or you can check in with your note phrases, your treble clef note phrases. I'm really excited to see what you do with this. Good luck. May the force be with you. And please, 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 as always, reach out with any questions or any problems. Have a great rest of your day.